Good morning, how are you all doing today? As requested by a lovely viewer recently, doing a skincare vlog on what I use and my general routine. I am lucky, I do have good genes which helps my skin. We're all quite youthful on my mother's side of the family. What else? Oh yeah, I've got combination skin. I've got the kids today, so I'm gonna try my best to vlog, but I can hear mischief going on in the next room, so I may have to break off in a minute. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, I've got combination skin. It's obviously an oily T-zone and dry cheeks. I've actually got a little bit of a breakout this morning because it's that time of the month. That's quite typical for me. What else? So when I was young, when I was a teen, I had terrible spots and it really got me down. And again, that's something my mother's side. And that was really hard to manage. And people would say to me, oh, you'll be thankful later when you're older because your skin won't be as wrinkly. And that is certainly true. The other thing as well that my mother taught me from a really young age, in fact, probably before I was even 13, is how to look after my skin. And I'm really thankful for her for that. I tend to keep things quite simple. I use cleanser, toner, moisturiser. I don't mess about with serums and all that. And the other thing with me is I absolutely hate overloading my skin with really heavy moisturisers and things. It's like my skin's like almost saying, oh, I can't breathe. So I've got her to thank for that. And also the other thing is, and I've got really bad hair today, the other thing is as well is I drink lots of water, and I find that I just feel better, just generally feel better if I'm drinking a lot more water, and my skin is really thankful to me for that. So without further ado, I'm going to do my morning routine, and then later on I'll film my evening routine so you get a rough idea. I'm tending to kind of not use too much. I have a lot of skincare and I want to use things a bit more sparingly and not just be overloaded with all these products. I don't think you need lots of products. You just got to treat your skin kindly and with fairly simple skincare routine. Without further ado, I'm going to start my cleanse. So this is from Glossy Box Barbie box I got a while ago, which I absolutely love. And it's quite a simple, just a gentle foaming cleanser. I'm actually tempted to get some more. I think they've still got some on their website in the sale. I kind of liked going for foaming cleansers, especially in the morning as well. They're nice and light, they're not too heavy, they wake me up. I might get another one of these. I'll see how I go. As I said, I want to kind of use up what I've got. So this is getting quite low now, so I'm just going to do a few pumps. You can see it's kind of, because I really want to use it all up. And the other thing which I found an absolutely amazing, I mean, this is a game changer for me, for my skin that's congested and oily and a nightmare. It's called it's like a Foreo. It's by Catherine Daniels. Catherine Daniels are an absolutely brilliant skincare brand, and they are ones that I go to. And I went for a facial. I do occasionally go for facials at Charlotte's Academy on the Isle of Wight, and I have Monica, and she's really good. And she suggested Catherine Daniels because it was getting me down. I had quite a bad breakout. I was feeling quite rubbish. I was looking quite rubbish. I just really wasn't feeling great. And she suggested, a bit of a tongue twister there, a face massager. I call it a face massager, but Foreo do a similar thing. They are quite expensive, but they're definitely worth having. And this has been brilliant for me. In the morning, I will use this once, and in the evening, I will double cleanse. But as I said, you will see that later. So for now, I'm just going to do one cleanse. I'm just going to try not to get water on my camera, on my phone. And just pop it on. And it helps wake me up. I then switch this on, try not to get any in my eye, and just go all over. And this is brilliant, really good. So I do this religiously. I hardly ever not wash my face. I hardly ever go to bed without cleansing my face, especially if I do have makeup. And the other thing that I may add is that I do not smoke, I do not drink, not much. My vice is food. What else? There was something else I was going to mention that I've forgotten. So I'll do that. Something else I was going to mention and I have completely forgotten what it was. So let's see, chapter. It will come to me in a minute. So the next thing is Bloom and Blossom. Love Bloom and Blossom. I love their hand cream at night. It's lovely and rich for dry hands. This is Get Drenched Hydrating Face and Body Mist. And this is what I use again in the morning to wake myself up. I use any really facial spray. Body Shop have got some really good ones as well. This one just happened to be in a beauty box. I do like this brand. I can't speak this morning. I do like this brand. So I use this in the morning just to wake me up. I can use it sometimes throughout the day if it's really hot. Love to have some in the car, or if I'm tired, just as a quick wake me up, just a quick refresher. Absolutely fantastic. And then the next thing is the Liz Earle, again a brand that I've used Liz Earle for about 20 years now. Not so much lately, but it seems to suit my skin. This is the Instant Brightening Eye Cream. I don't know if you can see that. And it's got horse chestnut flower, borage oil and echinacea. This brightens, hydrates and reduces the appearance of dark circles. So I use this in the morning. I didn't realise it's actually got a tint to it. I'm not overly keen on tints, but it's not too bad actually. I'm planning on just using this up. I find that I get quite dry under my eyes, so I like quite creamy formulas. So this has got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a little bit of a tint to it, but the tint kind of, I'm just going to have a look in my screen. Kind of melts in, blends in, but sometimes I don't quite blend it in, especially if I'm in a hurry, and then I have like a little blotch and it's like, that looks interesting. That's an interesting look. So I just pat that in with my little finger. I always use a little finger around the delicate eye area for eye cream because it is so delicate. You know what? If my mum could see me now, she'd be laughing. She really would, bless her. And then finally, something I've sort of recently switched to. Again, it used to be just Liz Earle Light Day Cream, but I wanted something with UV protection in it, or sorry, an SPF protection in it. I prefer such stuff with SPF in it. Body Shop used to do it. They've changed it recently. I'm not sure why. And I know Catherine Daniels. I've been eyeing up the Catherine Daniels moisturiser that's got SPF in it. But I'm really loving this one. I love the Olay Whips that have got the SPF. And I'm just trying this one, which is a day moisturiser. Olay Regenerous Glow, and it's SPF 30, and it's nice texture, nice smell, and very refreshing, and it's not too light but it's not too heavy, so it's perfect. So what I do is just pop it on. Wondering if you guys put your moisturiser on like this pretty much. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my neck. In fact, I'm going to go up because they say to go up because it helps. And I'm quite conscious that I have my little parathyroidectomy scar there. So I'm going to try and put a bit on there. Sometimes I'll put some on my décolletage because that's where the sun hits and will show your wrinkles, etc. That's kind of, you know, it always looks red and it looks dry and you age quite quickly there. And that's pretty much my routine for the morning, my skincare routine. If you would like me to do my makeup one as well, I'll show you what I use for my foundation and things like that in a separate vlog. But that's pretty much it. And then for my lips, I usually just put on some Vaseline. What else? There was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah. I'm sorry to all the suntan worshippers and the sun worshippers, but I don't actually go out in the sun much because, oh, I've got a bit of moisturiser there, use that up, because I'm very fair and I tend to just go red and I get really uncomfortable. I actually got heat stroke last year on a school trip. I do go out for little bits. When I was pregnant, the doctor said to me, you need to go out for half an hour because your vitamin D is low, and my vitamin D does tend to get low, and that makes me a low mood. So I always believe that it's like a healthy diet, everything in moderation. If you really want to tan, then do fake tan. But the last time I did that, I went to a salon and it came out really patchy towards the end, and it made me look like I had some kind of strange skin disease. Wouldn't suggest that. The only thing I do is I usually use something like a bronzer, which is something that I can show in my next vlog, which will probably be about my day makeup. If you'd like to see that, then please let me know. I will film the evening section later this evening. Hello. So I did try and film the evening portion of my skincare routine last night, and not only did I have the most awful hiccups, but I also kept yawning, and then I was being disturbed, and it was just a nightmare. So I thought I'd refilm it today and do my routine. You have to excuse the noise. That is actually my dad's idea of, I don't know what they're called. You turn the light on and then the air fan? Extractor fan, there you go, decides to come on. But unfortunately it's rather noisy. However, I kind of need the light so I can carry on filming properly. I'm just going to put a hairband on today or something similar. I'm really tired today because it's my eldest's birthday, and she decided that she would get up at 5:30 this morning. Hence these bags under my eyes. If I'm not using the foaming cleanser, if I haven't got any makeup on in the evening, I will sometimes go and use this. I absolutely love Liz Earle. Get the words out again. Love Liz Earle, and it's always a go-to. It seems to get on really well with my skin. This is a limited edition. This is patchouli and I think it's vetiver. Let me know how you pronounce that, maybe if I've done it wrong. They do all sorts of different cleansing polish. It's a #1 bestseller for a reason. I do like it when they do the limited edition. I've just opened this one and the smell is absolutely amazing. It actually smells like lavender. I used to think lavender was quite an old lady scent. I didn't really like it, but now I do, which probably means that, I'm turning into an old lady. At least the sun's out today. I'm having a break from the rain, I hope. So there might be a few showers, but we will see. And I'm going to use, I forgot to show you this, my little SpongeBob. It's like a muslin cloth to me. It said flannels, and I actually thought, oh, it's flannels. Squidward, here we go. And I thought it was flannels when I got it, and it wasn't. It was like, they're like muslin cloths, which is what I normally use, but I just thought I'd use something. Being called again. Anyway, ignore that. You use a muslin cloth. If you don't use one of these, then any muslin cloth will do. If you buy a Liz Earle cleanser, you usually find that there are cloths with it. I will only use this, I'll just have a bit more water, muslin cloth once, and I won't use it again. I will wash it ready to be used the next time. I'll never use a dirty one over again. And this really helps just do a nice cleanse and get rid of any makeup that might be on there. Not wearing any at the moment, but this is what, as I said, I would normally do if I was wearing makeup. Once I've done that, I'll get another little bit of cleanser, and I will get the trusty face massager out. And as I said before, these are a game changer, especially if you have congested combination skin like myself. It also means that you don't have to exfoliate as much. In fact, I don't really exfoliate at all if I can help it. And that just gets one of those every day. And then another quick rinse. I think I mentioned about doing a makeup routine, but I realised that I'd already done it in another vlog, in my date night one. Give that a good rinse. Now the next thing, pat it dry. I'm going to frighten everyone as well today because I'm going to put a face mask on. So usually my go-to is the Lush face masks. I've got Glen Coco, I've got Date Night, and I've got Mr. Pumpkin Face. I don't know which one to use, but most of them are pretty good. I think I might actually go for Date Night tonight. Not that I've had one of those. Well, you know when I last had one. Was it last month? If you've got any questions, do feel free to comment below. So Liz Earle has been something I've used for, well, Lush as well actually, for well over 20 years. I used to really like Lush's vanishing cream, but it's got quite expensive now. This smells nice, really refreshing. And this feels really luxurious as well. And I'll do a face mask about once or twice a week. I'm just using my camera to get all the spots. Well, not spots, but areas of the face. So glad for the sun today. And then I'll leave that on, oh, as I said, 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on for 10 minutes and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go and scare everybody with my face mask. And then I'll come back and show you the next step of the routine. And I'm just going to rinse these. Usually store these in the fridge as well. Sometimes I forget. Sorry, Lush, but because they are fresh, so they are meant to be used up quite quickly. So I will see you in 10 minutes. Also, don't tell anyone, but I've also nicked Daddy's Cornish ware mug. Don't tell him. I just love these mugs. They're so nice. Don't tell him. Shh. I get a damp cloth and just wipe it off. Nice warm water, just damp flannel. It's just the best way to get it all off. And you'll be pleased to know it's bright enough in here, so I've actually turned a little breakout there. I've actually turned the light off, which means the fan is not making a racket. And this, by the way, is, oh, I have to keep saying about it. This is Beanie's coffee, and I use a milk frother to put some milk in. So I have frothy milk on top, and I think this one's apple, toffee apple. If you've never tried Beanies, do try Beanies. Got so excited and distracted by the coffee. Mummy juice, as my kids call it. Pat skin dry. Whoa, nearly broke glass then. God, he'd go mad. The next thing I do is a nice bit of toner, and that really helps with the cleanse. And I didn't actually use any toner for quite a while, and I noticed that my skin was getting more congested. It smells nice, it's nice and refreshing. Take the day off and all that. I'll do some around the neck as well sometimes. And this one is the newish Liz Earle Smooth and Glow Exfoliating Tonic. Transforms texture and minimises the look of pores for brighter skin. And it's alright, it's a new range, as I said. You've got to use it for a while, I think, to see results. And it's gentle enough, it says, to use for both day and night. So you can use it in the morning. Once I've done that, I use my trusty Benefit Eyes It's Potent Eye Benefit Cream. Again, I love Benefit. I've been using it for years. I tend to sort of, I find that, don't know about you, but you tend to go back to ones like old favourites. They become favourites for a reason, because you always go back to them. So just patting that a little bit on, well used. I find that under my eyes get quite dry as well, so I need something quite creamy. Any gel forms that just don't, stick still, don't do anything for me. And that's quite nice and moisturising. And then finally, I will use the Liz Earle Revitalize and Glow Illuminating Gel Moisturiser. And this one is quite light actually, it's not too heavy. It's probably a little bit too light. And don't be put off by the colour because it actually does go on quite translucent. And I'm just going to use some upward strokes. Yeah. Said before, I think I've said it before, but don't be afraid to ask away in the comments. And I just feel like, why overcomplicate your skincare routine? Why put all this stuff on your face? It's like, I've always just been cleanse, tone, moisturise, occasional exfoliate or mask, and that's it. And that's pretty much me done and clean faced. As I said, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. If you've got any questions, please do ask below, and you take care of yourself. Bye. Oh,